Hey guys, I thought I would do a wee demo of a pedal that I got maybe a few months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. And it's become basically a main part of my pedal board, and that is the Fulltone Ranger Treble Booster. Now there's plenty of videos on YouTube and stuff showing you what this pedal does on its own, so I'm not really want to do that, it's a bit pointless. But what I thought might be interesting to do is just show how I use it, stacking into other pedals, and how I use it getting into the amps. In the past, if any of you have tried treble boosters before anyway, I'm sure quite a few people will have. Most of the time, or the ones I've tried anyway, they've always sounded best getting into cranked amps. So to get the best out of them, they always had to be getting into an amp that was totally cooking. And if any of you gig or even playing in the house or whatever, you know it's very rare that you can get to turn your amps up that loud, which is probably why so many of us use dirt pedals for a distortion. So what I thought I might do, but I was looking at the time and I was thinking about buying one of these for a demo to show it, maybe stacking into other pedals. I couldn't find one, so I bought it anyway, just in the off chance that I might like it, and sure enough, it worked really well. So I thought I might do just a wee short video just showing how I stack it into my pedals and how that kind of sounds. There's different settings on it. It can be a full range boost, and you can have low mids, range master 1, which is where I like it, range master 2, and then one called highest, which is a really bright cutting treble boost. Each one of them are boosting certain frequencies, and as you come up to the low mids and stuff, you're cutting away slight amounts of low end each time, which actually helps with clarity, especially playing live. So I've got it at range master 1, which basically is cut away a certain amount of frequencies below a certain hertz. I don't remember what it is. And it sort of accentuates the sort of mids in your upper mids, which gives you a nice biting sort of cutting clarity without it being harsh. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll let you hear I run into two Vox AC15s with a different speaker in each one. I'll let you hear what they sound like. I'm just getting into the normal channel, and then I'll put on this pedal, which I keep always on, and I'll show you how I use it that way, and then I'll let you hear what it sounds like getting into a couple of other drive pedals, just to give you an idea if it might work for any of you guys that are watching, or you might want to know what it's like stacking. So anyway, here we go. This is just the amps by themselves. Right, so I've got the guitar volume at 10 right now, so when I turn on the Fulltone, you're going to hear a bit of drive to begin with. So that's just the pedal itself going in, and that's with the guitar volume at 10. So for me to keep that on and still get the effect for that, but I want to get a clean tone, basically I just use the guitar's volume, roll it back a bit. Just for reference, without the pedal, for the clean would be. You know in? You should have heard sort of some of the bass frequencies getting cut away there, and then some of the sort of upper frequencies getting enhanced a bit. It's a wee bit unfortunate they're called treble boosters, because they really don't just accentuate treble. Some bad ones do, but it tends to be the sort of upper mids in that, so you get a nice biting sound from it. Right, anyway, so back to volume at 10 on the guitar. be my sort of low gain sort of sound, or lowish gain. So if I'm going to stack it, if I want to get something a bit heavier than that, I should also point out that the level on the Rangemaster right now, I've got it at about 10 o'clock. You can adjust the actual output level. So if you can actually get a more of a high gain sound out of this pedal by itself. But because I want to stack it with other pedals, I really don't want to do that. Otherwise, when I stacked it, it would just be way too much. So I keep it with the level at about 10 o'clock. And that gives me a nice sort of lowish gain for when I want to use it by itself. And I just need to roll the volume back slightly on the guitar to get a clean tone. So the other pedal that I use to go just slightly more gain than that is the MXR Shinjuku drive. You don't get this pedal anymore. It's a custom shop MXR, and it's supposed to be like a Dumbloy type pedal thing, you know. But I just liked it in its own right, so I'll let you hear what it's like getting into that. So this is the MXR Shinjuku drive by itself, just to give you a bit of reference of what the Ranger is doing when I put it in front here. So. That's it by itself, now with the Ranger in front of it. Without. With. So as you'll hear, you're getting a bit more gain, slightly more gain there when I put the Ranger in front of it, but you're also losing some of that low end that you don't really need, especially live, and accentuating the sort of upper mids, and you get a nice sort of vocalish mid hump with these pedals, which is a sound that you either like or you don't like. I really like it because it works really well live, it cuts through, and it's just a cool sound. Right, so if I wanted to go higher gain again, I would go to the MXR Super Badass Distortion. This is about as high gain as I would go. I don't play metal or anything like that. If I want to play grungy stuff or that, I've got another small board set up for that. So this is the MXR Super Badass Distortion by itself. Correction, this is it by itself. With a Fulltone. Without it. With a So you should be able to hear there, it gives you that nice sort of cutting upper mids type sound, and as I say, it's either a sound that you'll like or you won't, but this is the first treble booster that I've tried that's good at stacking into other pedals like that, and still sounds good by itself going into two clean amps. I've tried a lot because I really like that sound, and I've never ever, I'm a big Brian May fan, I've never ever been able to achieve even just a similar type tone with a treble booster before getting into amps, because you really need to turn the amps up. I even bought the Brian May signature one done by a guy called Greg Fryer, and it was just too much gain. There was no level control or nothing, it was just always set at plus 33 decibels a gain or something. Plugged it in and it just sounded terrible when the amps were clean, and the only time you could get it to sound kinda good was when the amps were up full, and it was just blasting, it was unusable, and I was really disappointed at the time. But this, although it's not cheap, I just would not be without one of these now. I love this sound and I love what it does to the other pedals. So hopefully that gives anybody who's looking to see how that stacks into other pedals some sort of insight to what it will do to the pedals. Obviously it's going to react different to different pedals, that you might be using. But every overdrive I've tried it in front of, it's worked really well, and it's sounded exactly how I would want it to sound. So yeah, there you go, the Fulltone Ranger. There used to be limited edition ones of these available. I wasn't quick enough to get one of them in the UK. I think you can still get them in the States, so if you live in the States, you know, go for it. It's really just got a different transistor in it. It's got an OC75 transistor, a Mullard one. This is a slightly different transistor. There's a video on YouTube somewhere that has them side by side. They're very similar. There's a slight difference. Whatever one you think is better, who knows. For me, the other one is probably more a collector's thing. To be honest, you get a certificate and stuff with it. So if I was to get another one, I'd probably just keep it boxed and try and sell it one day later on when they run out, because they're limited. But anyway, Fulltone Ranger, great if you're looking for that sort of treble boosted sound, or if you like Brian May, Tony Iommi, Rory Gallagher, anybody like that. And it stacks really well with other pedals, which was the most important thing for me. So anyway, I hope that's kind of showed at least some of what it can do when you put it in front of other pedals. Okay, cheers, I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.